All right, this story just broke, so we're going to deal with this and shoehorn it into the regular show. If you are someone who is a little precious about criticism of Democrats, maybe this isn't the video for you. If you are someone who looks the other way at corruption because it's our team, this isn't the video for you. You can go ahead and we'll see you later. Donald Trump just announced the pardon of Henry Cuellar, Texas Democrat, in many ways a turncoat to the principles of the Democratic Party. He's an anti-abortion ghoul, someone who doesn't believe women should have bodily autonomy over their reproduction. He is a conservative in many, many, many ways. And Donald Trump just offered him a pardon. True Social. He says this: for years, the Biden administration weaponized the justice system against their political opponents, a Democrat in this case, of course, and anyone who disagreed with them. One of the clearest examples of this was when Crooked Joe used the FBI and DOJ to take out a member of his own party after highly respected Congressman Henry Cuellar bravely spoke out against open borders and the Biden border catastrophe. Sleepy Joe went after the congressman and even the congressman's wonderful wife, Imelda, simply for speaking the truth. No, it's for bribery and intervening as a foreign agent for a foreign nation. Simply for speaking the truth that is un-American, and I previously stated the radical left Democrats are complete and a total threat to democracy. They will attack, rob, lie, cheat, destroy, and decimate anyone who dares to oppose their far left agenda. The far left agenda of Joe Biden. Far left. Joe Biden, again. An agenda that, if left unchecked, will obliterate our magnificent country. Because of these facts and others, I am hereby, it's the others we're going to talk about. I am hereby announcing my full and unconditional pardon, all in caps, of beloved Texas Congressman Henry Cuellar and Imelda. Henry, I don't know you, but you can sleep well tonight. Your nightmare is finally over. Henry Cuellar and his wife were accused, and an indictment was secured, and they were going to trial for, and this is from The Guardian, federal authorities had charged Cuellar, 69, and his wife with accepting thousands of dollars in exchange for the congressman advancing the interests of an Azerbaijan-controlled energy company and a bank in Mexico. Cuellar is accused of agreeing to influence legislation favorable to Azerbaijan and deliver a pro-Azerbaijani speech on the floor of the United States House of Representatives. So where does the criticism for Democrats come in, other than this corrupt, pardon-accepting, guilty Democrat? Well, it comes in the fact that Hakeem Jeffries needs to resign his post as minority leader and prospective Speaker of the House of Representatives when indeed the Democrats gain the majority after the midterms. Because he was just asked about this on CNN, and rather than have a normal, decent response, the same Democrat, Hakeem Jeffries, who refused until the very 11th hour to endorse Zoran Mamdani, is now fully behind Henry Cuellar, the corrupt, bribe-accepting Henry Cuellar and his wife. Watch this exchange that just took place on CNN with Wolf Blitzer and Pamela Brown and the esteemed Democratic leader of the House of Representatives, Hakeem Jeffries.
On another issue that just has emerged within the last several minutes, Leader Jeffries, President Trump has announced a pardon of the Texas Democratic Congressman Henry Cuellar and his wife, who were charged with bribery. What's your response?
Well, Congressman Cuellar is a beloved member of the House of Representatives, loved in his community, particularly in Laredo. I've had the opportunity to spend time with him down in Laredo in South Texas. I look forward to that moving forward. Listen, the reality is this indictment was very thin to begin with, in my view. The charges were eventually going to be dismissed, if not at the trial court level by the Supreme Court, as they've repeatedly done in instances just like this.
So just to follow up on that, do you agree with the president's pardon here? Do you think that was a good thing then?
I don't know why the president decided to do this. I think the outcome was exactly the right outcome.
Well, Congressman Cuellar, we should note, is one of a handful of House Democrats who sits in a district President Trump won in 2024. So now he has this presidential pardon. Have you had any conversations with the congressman about him potentially switching to the Republican Party?
I think Congressman Cuellar is a highly valued member of the House Democratic Caucus, and I expect that he'll continue to remain a highly valued member of the House Democratic Caucus.
You don't know why Donald Trump pardoned Henry Cuellar? Donald Trump pardoned Henry Cuellar for the same reason that you're acting like a giant ally about what a beloved member of the Democratic caucus he is. Because you're afraid of losing a seat. You will back the play of a corrupt Democrat in order that he not flip and become a Republican. Do we have no soul? Have we no moral compass? No ethical North Star? Because that's what it seems with a Hakeem Jeffries in charge of the Democrats in the House and a Chuck Schumer in charge of Democrats in the Senate. Where have we gone wrong that these are our leaders? We are better than this. To stand on, I think he's a highly, highly valued member of the House Democratic Caucus, and I expect that he'll continue to remain that. Will he? Because we don't need him. We don't need someone to stymie the agenda of progress in this country. We don't need someone who's willing to accept money to enrich himself to represent a foreign country in the House of Representatives, representing a constituency of Americans while acting as an unregistered foreign agent for other countries' interests. But, oh, no, he's wonderful. I can't wait to get back down there and campaign for him in Laredo when you didn't campaign one fucking day for Zoran Mamdani, the future of the Democratic Party. So which element in American politics do you represent, Hakeem Jeffries? Because it certainly isn't progress. It certainly seems to be a regressive turn toward more conservative aspects of the Democratic Party. Because this is who you're full-throatedly endorsing and jumping behind, is Henry Cuellar and his wife, not Zoran. You don't have this much defense of members of the squad, AOC, Ilhan Omar, who are constantly under attack from Republicans. Vile, disgusting, racist attacks, misogynistic attacks. If only you, Hakeem Jeffries, could muster this kind of a defense for them that you just offered for Henry Cuellar. And the reason I know that Donald Trump is absolutely angling to get Henry Cuellar to become a Republican is because there's not a pardon in sight for Bob Menendez, the corrupt Democrat from the Senate, New Jersey senator, disgraced New Jersey senator. The reason is there's no pardon for him is because he can offer nothing to Donald Trump. There is no seat to flip to Republican because he's not in office anymore. But Henry Cuellar absolutely has something very valuable to offer Donald Trump. This is a bribe on the part. Donald Trump's offering him this. We'll see whether it comes to fruition that he switches parties. But my guess would be he does. And then where will you be, Hakeem Jeffries, after having endorsed? Oh, yeah, it was thin. The evidence was thin. Yeah. The Supreme Court, and they always do that. What did he say? The Supreme Court, this is the way they always do in all of these outcomes. Is that what they did? You said, if not at trial, it would have been dismissed. If not at the trial court level by the Supreme Court, as they've repeatedly done in instances just like this. Did they do that with Bob Menendez? No, they did not. Corruption's corruption. We need to rise above. We need to be better than this. We need to be better than Chuck Schumer. We need to be better than Hakeem Jeffries. Resign, sir. Save us all the stress and consternation. Because let me tell you, you're not immune from being primaried. It's exactly what should happen. someone in Brooklyn, someone in New York City who lives in that district, get out there. We will raise money for you and see fit to boost your campaign. You heard it here first, maybe not here first, but you heard it here. Anyway, what do you think? If you're still here, thank you very much for being passionate about cleaning up the Democratic Party, making us stronger and better and more competitive to beat fascism, putting in leaders who will stand and fight and not cower before Donald Trump. Comment below this video. You can also call the voicemail line, 714-576-4054. Of course, as always, you can email me, daily@dollemore.com. I love and appreciate very much. I'm going to turn around and get this shoehorned in somewhere in the lineup today. I love and appreciate you very much. See you next time. Be genuine and take care of one another.